Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
You're suddenly sick. Go away for a few
Yeah,
days and you
well,
come back sick.
I was actually sick on Tuesday. I just
Oh,
had it was like I thought it was going to be very short lived, and I just wasn't feeling that well, and I came home early from work and slept during the day.
hmm
And then I felt better Tuesday night. Wednesday morning, I got up and I actually went to work, and I felt okay. And like halfway through the day, I'm like, I don't feel so well again. And I went home, and then I basically slept from probably 5 o'clock last night until noon today.
oh, geez. Wow.
So it's just been
You got mono.
I don't know, I got something. I don't know
You
what it
never
is,
had
but
mono, right? Didn't you say that whenever I
I
was?
did. No, I did have mono.
Oh, you have. Okay, so you.
I had mono when I went to college for the first time.
It seems like that's where most people get it, right? Like not even from like kissing someone, even though it's called the kissing disease. It's like from a
Yeah, it's just
buffet
because
or something.
you're just surrounded by so many more people all of a sudden. So I went from I had a graduating class in high school of 106 students, and then I went to college. I went to Michigan State University for my first semester. So all of a sudden I'm living with 40,000 people,
Right.
on campus, and you're bound to get something. You're just exposed to more stuff. It's like people who join the medical industry and
Right.
how they will get sick at some point in the beginnings of their medical career because that's how it
Yes.
works.
Yeah, I figure if you someone that doesn't normally get sick, you start working at a hospital, you're probably sick a lot right at the start.
Yeah, I got sick when I first became a nurse. I got sick once pretty bad. I got strep throat really bad. And that was it. So, which was nice because a lot of people do get very sick for a long time. And I just got, somewhat sick
Right.
for once. Wait, what stuff is this that Ark is it cut sandstone?
Yeah, so he only did the
No, it is
front
cut
side here in his
sandstone.
terms of like a pattern.
Oops.
So I'm tearing down the other walls because they don't conform to his pattern on the front side.
You're right. That's what I was trying to do too, but I just realized it's not the same.
Yeah, I think you
Um,
make it in that grindstone over there, right?
you didn't have to do the whole thing. There was only like two spots that needed to get changed.
Oh, really? Oh, over here it was all
Yeah.
very wrong on this side. Is it not like that over there? Yeah, it is though. Well,
Well,
I mean, maybe it is just a few spots. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
well, either way, it's done now.
Yeah, I did it.
What are your thoughts on the whole Equifax thing?
Oh God! Well, I mean, you don't even want to get me started on this because I'm the guy that got fucked by Equifax before the
Ru-
whole world got fucked by Equifax.
Right,
I mean,
but
so
and that's one of the reasons I'm actually even more curious on your opinion on.
well, they said that they've done this settlement where they're going to pay out X amount to people that were affected by it, but then it comes back and they're not actually going to do that. I guess.
And that's where the problem with any class action lawsuit comes out to be is there was a specific amount of money in the settlement for the class action lawsuit, and why they decide to advertise what you are supposed to be getting anyway is
Well,
beyond
right. That's
me,
what I
because
didn't understand from the very start because I've been a part of several class action lawsuits in my day. Like there's been one with eBay that happened a while back where I actually got quite a bit of money back from all the money I'd put in. But I mean, yeah, that's always a thing where they settle on an amount and then you get that amount divvied out amongst however many people claim that they were, affected. So how can they say
Right.
everyone's going to get a check for $125 whenever? I mean, unless they assumed every single person that was affected was going to respond, in which case they would probably be more than $120 because a lot of people don't even know about it or aren't going to be bothered to respond anyways.
Yeah. So the this one is so much more messed up to me though, because Facebook just like owes billions of dollars in fees from who the hell did they get in trouble with? The FCC? Who do they owe their billions of dollars in fines to
I don't even know.
for all that stuff? Well, either way,
FTC, I believe.
is it the FTC?
I don't know. I always get the FCC and the FTC confused. So
They own or they got billions of dollars in fines that they have to pay back for the shit that they did. Equifax is like this company that we don't even have a say in whether we use them or not. We just you're basically forced to utilize them. That's just the way it works, even though you don't utilize them directly. And somehow their lawsuit amount for this is something that everybody in America will be affected by, or
well, not everyone's social security number got leaked in the breach. Not every single human on the planet.
How do they determine who's did and did
I
not
don't
get
actually know that, because I went and filled out the forms for this class action lawsuit, and the first thing, have you done this?
Yes.
Okay, so you know the first thing that it does is get your information, and then it tells you whether or not you were affected. And I assume that most people.
How does it know? How does it know that I was affected?
I don't know if they. I don't ever know how they determine what was stolen and what wasn't in a hacking sort of situation. Because if they knew what was vulnerable, I don't know. You think that they would?
Why can't they just contact those people directly?
I mean, well, yeah, that's one thing, right? Why can't they just directly contact whoever was affected? But yeah, I don't know how they. But see, my grandma, whenever I put in her social, it says she wasn't affected. But yeah, how's that? But it said I was, and I filled out all the forms. But see, I also had some of the dealings I had to deal with because of me being doxxed happened still in the time period since their hacking. So I actually have documentation of time and money spent dealing with my social security number being compromised. So I was able to provide that, even though it probably didn't technically happen as a result of their being compromised.
Well, and the thing is, you're not going to get paid for it anyway. So
right. But I mean, it said I was eligible up to $2,000 or something like that, based on the money and time I had spent dealing with it all. But I don't think I'll ever see any of that.
Yeah. So I ended up taking the 10 years of credit monitoring only because I figured that was some tangible benefit versus the 30 cents I was going to get.
Right.
Otherwise in the lawsuit. And I feel like I shouldn't have had to. Granted, I don't think $120.
I mean, and that's a service Equifax is providing. You opted in for a service.
Well, no, it's through a third party.
Is it?
It's through a third party that claims.
Okay, I thought it was something, because I know that Equifax provides that service, so I thought they were literally going to give you their fucking service for their fuck up. And I was just fuck that.
No, it's through a third party,
owned by Equifax.
Most likely owned by Equifax, third party. I just don't understand how, there's a lot of things in today's day and age that are pretty fucked up and shady that happen with the government and whatnot, but this one seems a little over the top to just kind of be. There seems to be no recourse that anybody can take either, though, right?
Everything seems like that nowadays. Everything to me seems like
you're right.
You have no recourse, just fucking suck up and take the world is fucked. And what are you going to do? Everyone's like, go to the streets and protest. I don't think protesting does what it used to do. Unless you're shutting down airports like they did in Hong Kong, no one's listening. In
DC, I can tell you protesting does not do anything.
Right. I mean, yeah, you used to see it
every damn day here.
Constantly every day, right? No one's paying attention or caring. Unless you are physically affecting the ability for commerce to happen, no one's going to listen to your protest. You can protest to your blue in the face and nothing's going to come of it, I don't feel like, anymore. And that seems like such a cynical way to view things, but I don't know, we have a politics channel in my Discord, and every day they're constantly posting this, and what can we do? What can we do? And I've got to the point where I'm just like, you can do nothing. You can do nothing. There's nothing you can do.
Nothing that can be done.
Yeah.
But I mean, how does Equifax survive? How did Equifax survive after this? How didn't it just go away? And who the fuck is Equifax?
Who is Mr. Equifax?
Seriously. Where did Equifax?
Yeah, I don't know the history of Experian, Equifax, and what's the third one? TransUnion.
TransUnion. That's
Yeah,
it.
I don't know the history of how these things came to be, why they're so trusted, why they stand in their on their own and cannot be touched. They control your credit and nothing can be said. But like, I don't. I mean, to me,
And even when they fuck up, nothing can be said. Like that's the thing. It's like, okay, you fucked up, so it's just okay though.
right. You know, I don't understand. I agree completely. I mean, I felt like this whenever I was doxxed. Like my social security number was compromised, and this wasn't their fault, of course. You know, this is something that happened outside of all of that. It wasn't my fault either. It is what it fucking is. I mean, if anyone's to blame, it's my telephone company for giving out the last 4 digits of my social security number. But the fact is that there's a service in place. There was at that time, and at that time it was because of the government fuck up where the government got hacked. And I think you were a part of that, even, weren't you?
Oh, my wife was, yeah.
Okay.
Me.
So there was things in place to deal with these situations whenever my shit went down, but they just said I didn't qualify, and it's like, well, what the fuck does it take to qualify? My social security number, you can just Google my name, and there's my social security number. What the fuck more do you need?
Oh, you just mean when they implemented the ability to like get new stuff,
right, to change your social security number in the event that there is a breach. Like there's the process is in place, but you have to qualify. And to me, the qualification should be the fact that you can Google my fucking social security number, but apparently that's not enough. And the thing that's always just so fucking humorous to me is like whenever you call a place like this, like a government institution to deal with this, the fact that my social security number is breached, and you say to them, well, I need to, change my stuff. And they're like, okay, well, first you must verify your identity. What's the last 4 digits of your social security number? And it's like, well, motherfucker, you know that all you got to do, you're one Google search away. So how is this a thing?
Please hold.
Yeah, right. I mean, I've laughed at him several times and been like, well, I mean, I'm calling because you can Google my social security number. So like, how are you verifying my identity with something that's one search away? It doesn't make any sense. Anyways. At this point, it's kind of blown over. The sites that did contain my social security number, I know they say nothing on the internet's gone forever, but the sites that did contain my social security number have gone away. So you can't just Google my social anymore. And I didn't talk about this for years because of that fact. Like I was terrified to mention it because again, my social was one Google away. So yeah, I was fucked for years and no one even knew it except the people that knew it, I guess.
Yeah, it's such a big deal now that it's so important to keep that stuff so hidden, which I think is so fucked up anyway. It's because they were never, social security numbers were never intended to be identifiers. Somehow an identifier also is like, it can ruin your life by somebody knowing an identifier that's out there, which is already bad enough. I just don't understand how a company like Equifax keeps going after this, stays trusted with the government, and doesn't lose any standing.
I agree
with what they do.
Yeah, no, that should be the end of that company. Like, oh well, you done fucked it up. We can't trust you anymore. Like their credit score is gone now. Basically, the way I look at it.
Yeah. There should no more longer be an Equifax credit score. That shouldn't even be a thing.
Right, I agree.
Exists anymore.
But unfortunately, it is.
Yeah. I do find it funny though, and God bless people for caring. And maybe I'm the naive one, but I posted a video a couple weeks ago now of me fixing up a scooter, moped scooter thing, and I had multiple people going, Jeff, I can't believe you made the editing 101 error, and you didn't blur out your license plate.
No.
And I said, I drive every day. Anybody who's behind me can see my license plate. I'm not concerned with my license plate being the thing that somehow gets me out there. That theoretically shouldn't be one of those identifying features.
Your first and last name is known. Right? Like you should be, you pay taxes in your state. Well, how does that work? How does property tax work in DC?
We still pay taxes.
Well, I know you still pay taxes, but who do you pay them to? Where do they go?
Government. DC government.
Okay. So it's just like okay. I never have understood how DC works since it's not a state.
Well, it's sad because we have a lot of, government, state government, quote unquote, resources. Like we have a Department of Health that's a DC Department of Health that I have to we have inspections for the hospital, which is same if you were in Virginia. The Virginia Department of Health does all that stuff. The main thing we don't have is representation in Congress.
Right. Well, that's weird too. Why do you not?
I don't know.
Like, where do you?
Well, I guess Puerto Rico,
you don't
Puerto
vote.
Rico doesn't either.
That's true. They're actually a state. No, they're not. They're a territory.
Yeah.
Why are they not? There's several things I don't understand. How did you see today that President Trump's trying to buy Greenland?
No.
Yep.
No. We got to protect this, Guude. Greenland is ours.
I know. That's what I said when I read that. I was like, but wait, that's mine and Jeff's property. Maybe he saw our pyramid and was wait. No, this is Iceland right here, isn't it? He saw all our beautiful animals. He's been watching guano ever since you invited him to the marathon. He's been a big fan.
You never responded back either. What a jerk.
I know. Obama, every time I ever wrote a letter to Obama, I got a response.
Did you ever ask Obama to come to the marathon?
No, I should have. He probably would have even.
He still might.
Still might. I'll write I don't know how to write a letter to him now. I only knew how to write a letter when he was in the White House. I'm sure it's not that hard to figure out, but.
You saw that there's a petition going around New York and they're trying to change the name of the street that Trump Towers is on.
I mean, that would be pretty funny. I'm gonna be honest. That I would laugh at that, but I mean, that's a silly thing to be doing just to piss off.
It's a very silly thing, but it would be really funny if it happened. It would be the ultimate, his whole presidency's a troll, so
right.
It'd be
Troll the troll.
Troll the troll.
So this pyramid looks good. We just gotta figure out what we're gonna do on the inside, I guess. I like the design though.
I'm trying to finish up this layer. And then
Did I tell you about finding all the sushi? So I've looked for years for sushi ingredients.
Finding all the sushi
ingredients to make it at home finally. I've been.
Oh, you did say something about it because you made a comment about it. It was all stuff your daughter wanted.
Yeah, well, so she really wants the flying, Tobiko, the little red eggs from the flying fish roe. You know what I'm talking about? They don't. It's not normally something you eat by itself. It's like if you get a California roll, sometimes they'll throw that on top or some other roll. They'll throw
I know what the red eggs are.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's one of her favorite things. And I didn't know where to buy that at. I was able to find it on Amazon, but then it's $40 for a small container. And then I've looked at when I was also looking around at California markets and stuff where they carry that type of stuff. It's that same quantity that Amazon's selling for $30, and then the real world would sell for 10. And so I was like, well, I'm not paying that much. So anyways, there was an Asian market I've been going to for a little while now. It's right beside the hot pot place, but I never fully walked through the whole place. And I found out the other day they actually have a whole section with tuna and salmon and yellowtail and just everything ready to go where you can slice it at home yourself, sushi grade fish. And they also have all the different eggs from different fish and eel and just literally every single thing you could ever order at a sushi restaurant, including uni, which is my favorite thing, the sea urchin roe. And at a sushi restaurant for one little slice, it's for one little egg sack, I guess is the best way to refer to it. It's $15, but it's $12 a pound at the Asian market. So I bought a tray of it, which is a pound of it, the other day, and 2 nights ago, I just sat and ate the whole fucking thing. Yep, just
you ate it all.
A whole tray with just rice, basically. If I was buying it at the sushi restaurant, it was probably $200 worth of food, but it was only $12 because. Again, so I feel I'll never go to a sushi restaurant again, or at least I'll reluctantly go because the last 2 nights I went and I bought everything for the sushi I normally buy, and I just the last 2 nights I've just been eating and I can't eat it all because I still have I bought a pound of each type of fish and stuff, and I don't know, it's been 3 nights of just sushi buffet at my house. It looks good pyramid. I feel the top part is missing the pattern though. The very tip.
Missing a pattern, but I don't know how to.
What if the very tip was the bricks that we're alternating with, and then the corners there maybe are also. What was that? Is that 3x3?
The top, I think it's a 2x2.
Oh, well then that wouldn't work if it's 2x2. No, it's a 3x3. Yeah. So if we did the corners here
3x3.
with the other
As the
brick,
cut stuff.
yeah, and then the top. Actually, maybe the top would be like a piece of glowstone. Would look pretty good.
Piece of glowstone would look good.
All right.
And eventually maybe we'll get a beacon that comes out of it.
Oh, that would be sick. Especially ones that change color.
Don't they only change color based on what glass you have in there?
Yeah. So you can have like a piston thing that like rotates through different colors of glass.
We could do that. I wonder if you could do an observer circle somehow that made it change.
What's an observer circle again?
This is just how the lighthouse is made.
Oh, right. I
have no idea if it was.
I was thinking of the thing the underwater beacon thing. What the hell is that thing called?
Oh, I don't even know.
I'm going here grabbing some glowstone fast.
I like how we did make a pyramid for no reason.
We gotta do the inside too.
We gotta get an entrance to it.
It should be like a secret entrance or something.
It actually looks cool on the inside.
Coming back. Got some glowstone for the roof. You can't cut glowstone or anything like that, can you?
I don't know. You can throw it in the cutter and see what happens.
Oh, yeah. Glowstone slabs. That's probably not a thing. I feel like we should do more with the skeleton farm too. At some point. I don't know what.
I was gonna say such as.
I mean,
because right now it's a working farm.
It is. It just doesn't.
It's not looks, that fast.
Well, yeah, there's very that. Slow. I don't know if we can speed it up, but I mean, it just looks like out of place, I guess, a little bit. I don't know. It doesn't have. Feels like it's not. It's just kind of there. It's not like part of like a community.
It's not part of a community.
It's not. Like, I don't know how to describe what I'm trying to say. Like, it's just. It's like a
communal.
Oh shit.
I just watched you fly over the top of the pyramid.
I touched it with my feet, and I thought I was going to stop, and I just kept on going. Damn it. I don't know. It's like whenever Arcus makes fun of my modded Minecraft series, he says everything's like a yard sale because it's just all strewn about. That's how I feel about our skeleton farm. It's just kind of there. It's not like part. You can't tell it's like part of where we live. I guess I don't know. I forgot to put this in the thing. Cutter.
I mean, when he comes and sees a pyramid that he helped design.
It's true. We got him. I did say stone cutter, so I feel like glowstone is not a stone. Well, glowstone. Well, whatever. Anyways, shut up. It can't be
cut. It doesn't say glow cutter.
That's a fine pyramid. So what if like the entrance? All right, hold on, I want to look at the inside real fast. Oops, I missed the hole. Oh, it does look nice inside. That's real cool. Oh, the glowstone kind of puts some kind of weird light on the top too. I think that's from the glowstone.
I was in here before you put the glowstone up. It looked the same.
Oh, what the fuck's with that light?
I think it's just the way the slabs.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're right. Okay.
Well, didn't they fix that a long time ago?
I thought they did, but you know,
clearly not.
So, are we gonna make it go down more?
So we can make it go down more. It to be a big room if we really want to, and have it be like a huge base.
What goes inside?
Anything we put in there.
That's a good point. Okay.
A sarcophagus.
I
say it depends on what we want to do with this pyramid. If we want it to be bigger for like a living quarters, or if it's just for aesthetic looks on the outside.
I mean, I like the idea of a beacon going up to the top. I kind of like this idea of this huge underground base. Like that. Now that I'm in here and I'm thinking about the beacon, like you said, going up through there, I imagine like you remember Nebris's base that we did that hide and seek in back in the day, where you went down. There was like different lines, like there was like a red line, a blue line, a green line, and a whatever.
You mean like the Nether portal?
Kind of like the Nether portal, but Nebris used to have a base that was all underground for the most part.
Okay.
Do you remember this?
I don't. I mean, all we need to do is start digging if we want.
Yeah. I think we should. We should. But I
we'll
think
have to come up with our own patterns now, though.
Well, we can do that. We're capable. We're smart people. All right, but we're out of time for today's episode, so we'll have to see you guys in the next episode where we dig out a pyramid. We're like archaeologists.
You have a much better shovel than I do.
I definitely do. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.
All right. See ya.